Okay, any D2D student are in present? Any D2D student are present? Okay, okay, good. Yes, my voice is clear. Is there an issue? Harshil, Harshil, am I audible? Is there any problem? Voice is clear, but background voice is there. Just let me check. Okay, okay, good. Okay, so yesterday it started uh, unit number 4, and we discussed syllabus overview of the same three mathematics. In today's lecture, there are some new students from TC3 class. Okay, D2D student are there. So let us quick revise this syllabus overview. Okay, that we discussed already discussed in the last lecture. But there are some new student attend the first lecture today. Okay, so let us quick revise that syllabus overview. Okay, which topic will discuss course outcome and its applications part. Okay, and evaluation scheme. Uh, just 1 minute, let me share my screen. Okay. In the same three mathematics, we'll discuss, means we'll learn discrete mathematics and graph theory, the subject name of same three mathematics, that is DMGT, means discrete mathematics and the graph theory. Okay, that this subject you will learn in this semester in mathematics part. And these are our syllabus module that we discussed in the last lecture. Three unit, first unit, second and third unit, that is a part of discrete mathematics. Logic and predicate part, concept of lattice theory, it is based on relation, various relation. And third unit is the Boolean algebra concept. Okay, this three unit is concept of discrete mathematics. And second part is the graph theory. Unit number 4, 5, and 6. It is a part of graph theory. Okay, unit number 4, 5, and 6. So first we'll start a graph theory portion. Okay, and then after we'll complete the discrete mathematics unit. Okay, so we'll start unit number 4 today, then after unit number 5 and unit number 6. Okay, you are learned the first time graph theory. ठीक है, आप पहली बार पढ़ रहे हो. So in this unit number 4, the basic concept of graph theory we'll learn. Okay, historical background of that, who is invented first, and so on, the basic definitions required to predict some new result. Okay, that part, basic concept of graph theory we'll discuss in unit number 4. And then after we'll apply the concept of graph theory. Okay, the result of graph theory in matrix part. Okay, means in unit number 5 we'll learn representation of graph using the matrix theory. And then after we'll use the concept of graph theory to the check non-planar and planar graph, Euler formula to check planar graph or not. Then after Kurosawa's first and second graph, and graph embedding concept. Okay, so these are the concept that we'll learn during this semester, and these are the course outcome where it is required and what is importance of this whole topic. Okay, here it is, a few course outcome are there. There are lots of applications of the graph theory as well as discrete mathematics. Okay. Uh, by using that, okay, by this all the concept, you will understand the graphs, logic, and lattice concept. And after apply the abstract concept of predicate, okay, in design of the computing machines, DS for programming language. A concept of Boolean algebra you can use in switching theory as well as in building the basic electronic circuit. Apply the concept of Kruskal algorithm. It is one of the algorithm in graph theory to find the shortest possible distance between the two objects, okay, between the two places, between the two cities. And last is apply the concept of graph theory in data mining as well as in networking field. Okay, so these are the few applications, the outcome of the course. Okay, there are more applications are also there. Okay, we'll discuss during the lecture time. Okay, lots of applications are there. We can use any networking system, the concept of graph theory, and same for discrete mathematics concept. We can use any of the security software. Okay, to develop such modified software. Okay, or to define the strong security system and so on. Okay, and then after we discuss this PO matrix, that is saying common, and this is important for D2D student, and that we already discussed. Okay, what is evaluations pattern? Okay, in this semester. So final exam that will carry the 50 mark. Okay, and that will conduct central means exam section will conduct this exam. Then after mid exam, there will be the two mid exam during the semester, mid one and mid two. Okay, and both will carry the 30 mark. And at the last, okay, means for final mark, average mark will be considered of mid one and mid two. Okay, not a best of two. Average mark will be considered for a final evaluation, and so it is a part of mid. And then after for CSE component, okay, there is one separate component. It is known as a continuous evaluation during this semester. Okay, it will carry the 20 mark, and for this CSE part, we'll consider the quiz. Okay, so at end of the any unit, we'll organize one of the short quiz. Okay, as an MCQ form in Google form, and as per your quiz performance, okay, 5 to 6 quiz will conduct. Okay, during this semester. Okay, and it all very easy, that depends on the each topic that we learn during the any in this any of the unit. Based on this topic, we'll there's some simple MCQ and so on, and that in this case we'll consider this quiz mark. Okay, so that is for CSE. Clear? That is a continuous evaluation mark. And then after for Viva, that is carry the 25 mark, and it will be conducted at the end of the semester. And this part, okay, term work, for the term work, that is carry the 25 mark, and for term work you have to submit the assignment. Clear? Today I will upload all the assignment in your login, so you can check all this assignment. 6 units are there, so per unit one assignment will complete. Okay, during this lab session. And at the end of the semester, to submit this assignment for the term work concept. Okay, and total evaluations, total mark will be the 150. Clear? In this DMGT subject. Okay, so this is our evaluation scheme. And these two books you can refer for further study. Both books are available. For graph theory part, you can use this one, graph theory with applications to the engineering and computer science. And for discrete mathematics, you can use this one, discrete mathematics and its application. This is for our reference. Okay, I will upload all this material, okay, that we learn during these lecture sessions. So PDF file I will upload in your e-content part, so you can refer. Okay, you can revise each and every topic again. So this for our reference. If you need learn some further study, extra concept, okay, extra example, then you can use this book. And there are lots of online materials also available. Okay, you can also download it, and you can read it for the extra studies and so. Okay. And then after we discuss its applications of graph theory, because first we start a graph theory concept. Okay, first we'll complete graph theory, all the 3 units, and then after we'll start a discrete mathematics part. Okay, so let us discuss the application of graph theory. Why we learn the graph theory? Okay, इसका importance क्या है? What is importance of graph theory? Clear? Where it is required? Okay, so these questions, answer of these questions you will get from this one. Computer science. Okay, you can use it is in computer science to use the study of algorithm, and there are 3 main algorithm we'll learn in this semester. Okay, to find the shortest route between the two any object. One is a Kruskal, Sprims, and Descartes algorithm. Next is the computer network. You can use to check a relationship between interconnected computer in the network follow and the principle of the graph theory. Science, you can for any DNA structures, you can use the concept of graph theory. In electrical engineering, okay, this concept of graph theory is used in designing the circuit connection. Okay, designing the circuit connections, you can use the concept of graph theory. And in general, okay, in real life, where the graph theory is required, that so to check the route between, okay, to check the path between two any cities, path between different places can be represented using the concept of graph theory. Okay, so these are the main applications. Okay, in engineering as well as in real life, clear in science field, graph theory is required there. Okay, and then after we just so this video in this last lecture, okay, that will explain the applications of graph theory in real life. And in that video we just check that graph theory is required in the internet system, in this Google search bar. Okay, then after in Facebook Messenger, Yahoo Messenger, Facebook, okay, Facebook app. Then after graph theory is required in transportation network, clear. And then after in telecommunication system, graph theory is required there, clear. And at last we just check it is also used in Google Map, clear. So graph theory is a basic, okay, it is a base of all this app. Without that we cannot run very smoothly all this app. Okay, so graph theory is the base of all this app, clear. It's very important, it's very easy to understand, not a difficult language, not a difficult theory. That okay, it's very easy that you can directly connect this all the concept to the real life. Okay, you can directly image this part to the real life. That okay, it is not similar to the derivative integration. Okay, in derivative you just check, you just apply the formula of derivative there, and you will get ideas of the result, clear. But at a time you cannot match this concept to the real life. That clear. So what is the use of this function in real life? Clear. What is the meaning of this answer in real life? Then clear. But here in this theory, okay, in this graph theory, you can directly imagine, okay, and directly predict this all the concept, okay, to this real life. That okay, to this your branch also, clear. Some part of the graph theory you will also learn in the DS subject, clear. Concept of binary tree, clear, spanning tree. That part you will also learn in the DS subject also, clear. So that will be same. And then after we discuss it history, clear, who invented the graph theory first, clear. So it is Leonard Euler who invented the graph theory, clear. uh, and this and the first problem, okay, that during this time, okay, he faced that in Konigsberg bridge problem, okay, that we discussed in the last lecture. And you also check its solution, that it is not possible to find such close walk. Okay, to find such close walk which connect every bridge exactly one time, clear, and again reach back to the starting place. So in that case it is not possible here. Here four island, these are the two island A B, okay, and these are two banks C D, and across this river, okay, there are seven bridges are defined, clear. And here you have to start at any place, आपको कोई जगह start करना है, ठीक है. You have to start the walk at any place and cross all the seven bridges exactly one time. Condition is to just cross all the seven bridges exactly one time and again reach back to the starting place, clear. So here it will take lots of time, okay, to find all such possibility. Okay, when you change the places, clear, you will get another route there. Again change the place, again change the starting place, you will get another route. Lots of possibility are there. Okay, so to check the suitable answer, clear. So in that case, if you convert, okay, this situation to the graph, clear. Now from the graph we can easily understand, okay, this path, this possible, this required walk is a possible or not. Okay, so Euler convert these situations to the one of the graph view. Okay, that is the 2D picture of Konigsberg bridge problem, and here in this B, that is a graph of this picture. Okay, now we can create this graph. Okay, there are four lines. Okay, that is a clear. That is a C here. It is a D, B, and that is a D. Clear. These four lines are there. Clear. And now A and C are connected by the two bridge. Okay, A and C are connected by the two bridge. So here you will connect A and C by the two edges. Clear. Then after A and B is also connected by the two bridge. So you will connect by the two edges. Clear. And A and D is connected by only one bridges. So we'll connect only by single edges. And then after C and D is also connected by single edges. and B and D is also connected by the single edge. So this is a picture, okay? This is called the graph of this geometry, of this geometrical representation. Clear? So now from this graph, we can easily understand that can we find such close walk or not. Okay, we just start with any of the vertex. Okay, let's start with the D, and you just move on this graph and check that can we find such close walk. Close walk का मतलब क्या है कि जहां से आपने स्टार्ट किया है वहीं आपको फिर से पहुंचना है. ठीक है, दैट इज मीनिंग ऑफ क्लोज लूप. और उस क्लोज वॉक में आपको सभी एज एक बार कवर करनी है. डू नॉट रिपीट इट अगेन. ठीक है, कोई वर्टेक्स आप एक से ज्यादा बार रिपीट कर सकते हो, बट डू नॉट repetitions of the ages. That is not given here. So D से आपने start किया. Let's move on this C cover. Then after move on this A. Clear? Again consider this directions. Reach at the B place. Then again move on this way. Clear? Let us consider this ages, and again still one age is remaining. Okay, this age is remaining. And if we consider this repeated path, then this age will be repeated again. Okay. So in any way, okay, we cannot find such close walk, clear, which cover all the ages exactly one time. Okay, so this problem, and Euler had developed one of its theory that, okay, in which case it will be possible. Okay, कौन सा ग्राफ का ऐसा शेप होगा कि जिसमें पॉसिबल होगा. ठीक है, कि आपको एक क्लोज वॉक बनानी है कि जिसमें ग्राफ की सभी एज एक बार कवर हो जाए. ठीक है, and will get one of the closed loop. Okay, in that all the ages are covered exactly one time. Okay, so Euler had developed one of its solution in which case it will be possible. ठीक है, कौन से केस में पॉसिबल होगा कि ग्राफ की सभी एज एक बार कवर हो. ठीक है, so he developed one of its theory, and that is called the Euler graph. Okay, and that we learn in this unit also. Clear? How we can check any graph is a Euler graph or not. Okay, so before that we'll learn some few basic concepts related to the graph theory. Okay, so up to this we had discussed in the last lecture. Clear? Is there any query, any confusion up to this topic, any doubt to anyone? Yes, any confusion in any of the point, any of the topic? Okay, good. D to D student, is there any query, any confusion? समझ में आया अब तक? Okay, nice. So let's start the basic part of graph theory. Definition of graph. कैसे आप ग्राफ को डिफाइन करोगे. ठीक है, इट इज नॉट अ ग्राफ ऑफ सर्कल. ठीक है, इट इज नॉट अ ग्राफ ऑफ इलिप्स. ठीक है, that are the other things. Clear? And now we check the connection between the object as a graph view. Okay, so which data is required to create a graph. ठीक है, ऐसे कौन से डेटा रिक्वायर्ड है जिसमें कनेक्टिविटी डिफाइन है. ठीक है, of the any object. So graph is a pair of sets V and E, where V is a set of vertices and E is a set of edges connecting the pair of vertices. ठीक है, दो ऑब्जेक्ट रिक्वायर्ड है to create any graph. ठीक है, to create a connectivity between the vertices. One is a set of vertices, set of object, and other is its link between the object, means a connectivity between the object. Okay, and that is called the edges. So here one graph is given that as a counter example. ठीक है, 5 vertices इसमें है. ठीक है, A B C D E, there are 5 vertices are there, and this notation are arbitrary. ठीक है, ये फिक्स नहीं है, स्टैंडर्ड नहीं है. These are arbitrary notation. We can use any notation in place of that. ठीक है, आप कोई भी notation use कर सकते हो. You can use any another graph in place of that as a counter example. ठीक है, so here 5 vertices are there and 5 edges are there. You can name here edge notation are F, G, H, I, J, that is given, but you can also consider E1, E2, E3, E4, and E5. Okay, that is arbitrary notation right now, arbitrary structures right now. So we can use any notation in place of that. Okay, but when it is already given in the example, we use the notation A, B, C, D, E, then we'll consider this name. Okay. So this is called the graph, and if I consider a single vertex, ठीक है, एक ही vertex है ग्राफ में, कोई नहीं, दूसरा कोई नहीं, there is only single vertex are there, so it is also called the graph. Okay, but if I consider one line, okay, now it is not a edge, this is called the line, it has not an ending point, that is called the line. So we cannot say it is the graph. ठीक है, ये graph नहीं है. When we consider the edge, when we say this line is called the edge, if it has a two ending point, okay, starting and ending point should be there to this line, then we call it is the edges. Clear? Now it is called the graph. Okay, there is a two ending point, starting point and ending point. V1 and V2 are the vertex, and between V1 and V2 there is edges performed. Okay, edges here. So this is called the graph. Okay, without vertex we cannot perform the edge. Okay, we can create a line only, but we cannot define, we cannot create an edge without vertex. Okay, vertex should be there. And here some two more example are there. Okay, that is also the example of graph. 8 vertices are there in the first graph, and the second graph there are 3 vertices are there. Okay, and in place of that you can also create another example. Okay, you can consider the square. There is also one graph. Okay, this is a graph. Clear, 4 vertices, 4 edges. You can consider the cross. Okay, there is also one graph. Okay, ये भी एक graph ही है. Okay, I just consider line only, that is with 2 vertex. It is also called the graph. Okay, consider a single vertex with a loop. Okay, that is called loop. We'll discuss later this definition of that. That is also called the graph. Okay, so these all are the possibility of the graph. Here we just give the ideas of connectivity between these vertices. Here in this graph, okay, to get a connection between the two vertices, they are connect or not. Okay, and now this concept you can implement to the real life that. Okay, a connection between the road places, clear, via the road network, via the rail network, okay, via the flight network and so on. Otherwise you can also use the electric connectivity. Okay, to the room, to the houses. Here how many junctions are there. Okay, and check the electric wire connections. Okay, draw a diagram. That is called the graph. Okay, and based on this graph you can verify that these two wire are cross at that place. Clear? At this given particular place. Clear? So that is called the graph. Okay, you can also consider the gas pipeline connection to the societies. Clear? That is also one example of graph. Clear? And you can check that which two line is a crossover at which place. Clear? Based on this diagram. Okay, this diagram in this paper, you can check that which two houses, okay, which two pipeline, otherwise electric wire and gas pipeline is a crossover or no. Okay, and you can check this problem and you can resolve it by using this graph concept. Okay, so this is the application of graph, and these are arbitrary few graphs here that we consider as a counter example. In place of that, ठीक है, इसकी जगह पे आप कोई भी दूसरा ग्राफ ले सकते हो. ठीक है, एज अ काउंटर एग्जाम्पल. दैट इज नॉट फिक्स दैट कि आपको यही ग्राफ ड्रॉ करना है. ठीक है, अगर क्वेश्चन है एग्जाम में कि राइट डेफिनेशन ऑफ ग्राफ विथ इट एग्जाम्पल. ठीक है, राइट डेफिनेशन ऑफ ग्राफ विथ इट एग्जाम्पल, तो यू कैन राइट एनी काउंटर एग्जाम्पल दैट. ठीक है, सपोज का आपने एक सिंगल वर्टेक्स लिखा है. ठीक है, एज अ काउंटर एग्जाम्पल, दैट इज ऑल्सो वन एग्जाम्पल दैट. ठीक है, दैट इज ऑल्सो वन ग्राफ. And next, some few important definition. Next is a null graph. तो null graph किसे बोलोगे आप कि वहां पे कोई भी कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है. ठीक है, there are no any connectivity, no any link between any two vertices. ठीक है, there are object only, number of vertices only. So this type of shape, okay, this type of graph is called the null graph. So graph having no edges. ठीक है, no edges means कोई भी connection नहीं है. ठीक है, if I consider one connection between the edges, then it is not a null graph right now. Clear? It is not a null graph. It is any of the particular graph. So no edges is called the null graph. And second is a trivial graph. So graph with only single vertex. ठीक है, graph में एक ही vertex है, कोई भी edge नहीं है, only single vertex are there. So this type of graph is known as a trivial graph. ठीक है, this called the एक ही vertex है, no any single pendant vertex. ठीक है, single particular vertex are there. So that is called the null graph. ठीक है, and if it is a collection of this single vertex, ठीक है, collection of single vertex, then it is called null graph. And for only single vertex in this graph, then it is called the trivial graph. ठीक है, graph with only one vertex, that is called trivial graph, and graph having no edges is called the null graph. Okay, simple definition. And next is a loop. So what is meaning of loop in the graph? ठीक है, लूप इज अ पार्ट ऑफ एज. ठीक है, एज का ही एक पार्ट है बट स्पेसिफिक है. ठीक है, तो व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ लूप? इफ एन एज इज ड्रॉन फ्रॉम वर्टेक्स टू इटसेल्फ. ठीक है, एक एज आपको ड्रॉ करनी है वर्टेक्स टू इटसेल्फ, मींस वर्टेक्स, कोई वर्टेक्स से स्टार्ट करनी है उसका स्टार्टिंग और एंडिंग पॉइंट क्या है, दोनों सेम ही है, ठीक है, स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट एंड एंडिंग पॉइंट बोथ आर सेम, देन दिस एज इज कॉल्ड द लूप, ठीक है, उस एज को आप क्या बोलोगे, दैट इज कॉल्ड द लूप, ओके, सिंपल. सो हियर वन ऑफ द ग्राफ इज गिवन दैट एंड विच इज द लूप हियर. यहाँ पे देखो वर्टेक्स ए पे एक एज बनी हुई है, ठीक है, उसका स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट भी सेम है, ठीक है, स्टार्टिंग एंड एंडिंग पॉइंट is the same. So this age is, ठीक है, ये age ही है, it is a part of age is that this is called the loop, ठीक है, this age is called the loop. Here vertex A is a vertex for which it has age A to A, ठीक है, A to A forming a loop, clear? And we can also create multiple loop at any of the vertex, ठीक है, this one loop is there, if I add one more loop, yeah, that is also possible in the graph. Yeah, that is two loops at the place of so A, B, C. Just let me read the question again. A, B, C, A, B, C, A. No, it is not a loop. It is one of the cycle. Okay. There are three loop are involved in this A, B, C, A form. Okay. So we just consider only single ages. We just consider single ages, and if its starting and ending point are same, okay, starting and ending point are same, then it is called the loop, okay. Now it is involved the three ages, that is the first age, that is the second age, and that is the three age. It is one of the cycle, you can say it is a cycle, okay, जहाँ पे starting or ending same है. You can also say it is a closed walk, okay, you can also say it is a closed walk, but it is not a loop, okay. If we add some more loop at different vertices, you can consider this way, okay, that is a loop at the vertex B, okay. Here it is a loop at the vertex C. Yeah, you can add in this way. So that is definition of loop. And then after next is a parallel age. So what is meaning of parallel age in real life? You can consider the example of overbridge. Okay, all are aware about overbridge. What is mean overbridge क्या है, ठीक है, कि उसका starting और ending same है, ठीक है, but there is a two parallel road between these two locations. One is a base road, ठीक है, and another is a bridge. That is called the parallel edge, ठीक है, इसका starting भी same point है और ending भी same point है, ठीक है, तो उसको आप क्या बोलोगे, that is called the parallel edge, ठीक है. So in the graph, if pair of vertices, ठीक है, if pair of vertices is connected by more than one edge, एक ही पेयर लेनी है आपको, ठीक है, और वो दोनों पेयर, ठीक है, उन दोनों के बीच में एक से ज्यादा एज कनेक्टेड है, तो दिस एजेस आर कॉल्ड द पैरेलल एजेस, ठीक है. सो हियर those ages are called the parallel ages, where age G and D, age G and D means G is this one and D is this one, okay, between the two vertex B and C, clear. These two ages are called the parallel age, okay, and that is starting is B, that is the same for these two ages, ending is C, same for these ages, so it is called the parallel age, okay. In real life, you can consider the overbridge, that is a counter example of parallel age, okay. So the graph having parallel edges is called the multi graph, ठीक है, और यहाँ पे parallel का वर्ड मीनिंग आपको ऐसे नहीं निकालना है, ठीक है. If I consider another graph in place of that, the four vertices are here, A, B, C, D. So we cannot say E1 and E2 are parallel, ठीक है, that is not meaning of parallel. उसका स्टार्टिंग और एंडिंग दोनों सेम होना चाहिए, ठीक है. E1 का स्टार्टिंग ए है, एंडिंग बी है, और E2 का स्टार्टिंग डी एंड सी है, ठीक है. सो E1 and E2 are not parallel edges, but if we draw in such way, ठीक है, if I consider edge in this way, so this now parallel E1 and E3, these are now parallel edge, ठीक है. If I add one edge is here, the inside, it is also called parallel edge, ठीक है. Is it clear the definition of loop and parallel edges? Have you any query, any confusion? Okay, nice. It's simple. Okay, loop means just consider starting and ending is same, और parallel में आपको consider करना है दो edges को, ठीक है, and that is called the parallel edge. Next definition is adjacency, ठीक है. Adjacency means कोई ग्राफ है आपके पास, ठीक है, and now check the two nearest vertex, as well as two ages, okay, and we just say it is an adjacent relation, okay. So how we can check the adjacency between two vertices and two edges, okay. We'll discuss definition later. First let us check from this graph, okay, how we can check adjacent vertex, okay. So in adjacent vertices we just check the common vertex, okay, of any edges. This vertices are called the adjacent vertex, okay. So here vertex A, okay, this is vertex A and this is vertex B. These two vertices are called adjacent vertex. Why? Because these two vertices are connected by the common edge. इन दोनों के बीच में common edge है, ठीक है? And this edges is called E1. Okay, so A and B are the adjacent vertices. ठीक है? Next is a B and C. So B and C are also adjacent vertices. Why it is adjacent? Because it has connected by one common edges, that is a E3. Clear? Similarly, C and D is also adjacent vertices. Okay, C and D is also adjacent vertices. Then after A and D is also adjacent vertices. Clear? But B and D, it is not adjacent vertices. Why it is not adjacent vertices? Because B and D, this is vertex B here and this is vertex D. ठीक है, B and D जो है और directly connected नहीं, ठीक है. There is no any direct edge between B and D. अगर यहाँ पे मैं एक edge बनाता हूँ, ठीक है, if I connect the B and D right now by using this way, so this B and D are now adjacent vertex, okay, but there is no any direct edge between these two vertices, then it is not adjacent vertex. Similarly, you can say a B and C are not adjacent vertices, okay. B और C के बीच में direct edge नहीं, ठीक है. So sorry, there is direct edge there, so it is the adjacent, okay. This edge are given, okay, so it is the adjacent vertex, okay. But B and D, okay, these are not adjacent vertex, clear. So this way we can check adjacency to the vertices, clear. And next is the adjacent to the edges, okay. So in that case we consider two non-parallel edges are said to be adjacent to the edges if it has one common vertex, ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपको अब दो एज कंसिडर करनी है, ठीक है. एज E1, यहाँ पे एक एज E1 है, दैट इज एज E3 आर कनेक्ट बाय द वर्टेक्स ए, और ए के साथ कनेक्टेड है. ए दोनों में कॉमन वर्टेक्स है, ठीक है. E1 एज और E3 एज दोनों में ए कॉमन वर्टेक्स है, ठीक है. सो ए इज कॉल्ड द एडजेसेंट एज. सॉरी, E1 एंड E3 आर नोन एज एडजेसेंट एज, ठीक है. Similarly, you can say E3 and E5. E3 and E5 are connected by the vertex C, ठीक है, C के साथ connected है. So E3 and E5 are also known as a adjacent edges, ठीक है. Similarly, you can say E3 and E4 are adjacent edges, ठीक है. But which is not adjacent? E1 and E5, ठीक है. E1 आप ले लो और E5 ले लो. Check that E1 and E5 edges, ठीक है. So E1 and E5, this is E1 and this is E5 are not adjacent edges, ठीक है, क्योंकि उन दोनों के बीच में कोई common vertex नहीं है, ठीक है. E1 is end with the A and E5 is connect with the C and D. There is no any connection between them. So E1 and E5 is not a adjacent edge. Okay. And if you consider one more example in that place, okay, for adjacent edges, the condition is two non-parallel edges. Okay. That is one graph here with two edges, and that is another one. Okay. With three vertex A, B, and C. Clear? Now here we cannot say these two edges are adjacent edges. Okay, E1, let us say E2. These two edges are not adjacent edges. Okay, why? Because they are parallel. But we can say that E1 and E2, okay, in the second graph, E1 and E2 are the adjacent edges. Clear? Because they are not a parallel edge. Clear? So the definition of this condition, okay, that is given here. In a graph, two vertices are said to be adjacent. ठीक है, कोई दो vertex को आप adjacent कब बोलोगे? कि if there is an edge between these two vertices. अगर उन दोनों vertex के बीच में कोई edge है, then these two vertices are called adjacent vertices. The adjacency of vertex is maintained by a single edges that is connected those two vertices. वो एक ही edge से maintain होगा, ठीक है. अगर एक edge है उन दोनों के बीच में, ठीक है, then they call adjacent vertex. Now second is adjacent edges. So two non-parallel edges. Okay, that example we just checked here. The two non-parallel edges. Here we cannot check adjacency relation. Okay, but here we can check adjacency relation. Okay, So two non-parallel edges are said to be adjacent if there is a common vertex between the two edges. यहाँ पे एक common vertex हुआ between the two edges, ठीक है? So that is called adjacent edge. Here the adjacency of edges is maintained by the single vertex that is connecting the two edges, ठीक है? And here the some example are given that clear. Some more example you can also write down it here. Here A and B are adjacent edges, adjacent vertices because they there is E1 is between A and B. Similarly, C and D are also adjacent because E5 is edge between C and D. But vertex B and D are not adjacent vertices because E1 and E3 are adjacent. There is a common vertex between them. Okay. Similarly, E3, E5, E1, E4 are the adjacent edges. Okay. That is one counter example which is not adjacent vertices. Clear? Vertex B and D. Clear? And here you can add one of the counter example which is not adjacent. E1 and E5 are not adjacent edges. Okay. They are not adjacent edges because it has no any common vertex. Is it clear? Is there any confusion, any query? समझ में आया सबको? Is there any doubt? Okay, good. So in this exam point of view, clear, in this graph theory part, I think 80 to 90% concept, okay, 80 to 90% are in theoretical form, ठीक है? तो जिसमें काफी सारी definition होगा, इसका कोई counter example होगा and so, ठीक है? तो all the definition are important for us, ठीक है? For exam purpose सभी definition important, ऐसा नहीं कि definition नहीं आएगी, ठीक है? All are very important, ठीक है? सभी important है and all to prepare for the exam also, ठीक है? So here in this part, clear definitions, the simple definition that will be asked for the short questions, 1 mark short question, either MCQ form, clear. And this definition with it counter example also asked for 2 mark theory, ठीक है? Write a definition of adjacency with it one example, ठीक है? तो इस ग्राफ की जगह पे आप कोई दूसरा एग्जाम्पल भी ले सकते हो, ठीक है? And just I describe it. These are adjacent, these are not adjacent, ठीक है? These two edges are adjacent and so on, and just you can explain it. Okay, very easy. इस ग्राफ की जगह पे आप दूसरा ग्राफ भी ले सकते हो, ठीक है? और उसको आप एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो. एंड हियर फंडामेंटल आर देयर, ठीक है? कि अगर कोई दो वर्टेक्स कोई एज के साथ कनेक्टेड है, ठीक है, तो हाउ वी कैन डिस्क्राइब इट, ठीक है? अब उसको कैसे डिस्क्राइब करोगे एज अ ग्राफ थ्योरी फॉर्म? So here एक ग्राफ है, ठीक है, सिंपल C and D दो वर्टाइस है and they connect by the E edges. So we can name individual vertex and edges. Edge E connects C and D vertices, ठीक है, that is C और D के साथ वो connected है. और C and D are end point of the E, ठीक है, you can say it is the end point of the E. C and E are incidence, ठीक है. Now relation incidence, what does it mean? Incidence and adjacent, ठीक है. We already discussed adjacent relation. In adjacence, we just check vertex to vertex relation, either edge to edge relation, ठीक है. Adjacent में आपको क्या करना है कि vertex to vertex का relation check करना है, ठीक है, either edge to edge का relation check करना है, ठीक है. That is called adjacency. Vertex to vertex के C and D are known as adjacent, ठीक है. Similarly, कोई दो edge है which connect by common vertex, then it is called adjacent edges. But now we just consider incidence relation. तो incidence में क्या करना है आपको कि कोई वर्टेक्स का एज के साथ रिलेशन आपको डिफाइन करना है, ठीक है. यू जस्ट चेक रिलेशन बिटवीन वर्टेक्स टू एजेस, इट इज कॉल्ड इंसिडेंस रिलेशन, ठीक है. फॉर एग्जांपल कोई ग्राफ है, लेट अस कंसीडर अनदर ग्राफ इन प्लेस ऑफ दैट. 5 edges are that with 4 vertex, and let us mention the notations, that is A, B, C and D, okay. All edge notation, that is E1, E2, E3, E4 and E5, ठीक है. Now we just check incidence relation. So we can say that A and E5 has an incidence relation, ठीक है, because A and E5 are connected. Okay. Similarly, A and E2 has incidence relation, ठीक है. A and E1 is incidence relation. Now change the vertex, consider B with E2 has incidence relation, okay. B with E3 has incidence relation, but A with E3 has not incidence relation. ठीक है, A E3 के साथ connected नहीं है. Similarly, we can say D with E3 has not incidence relation. Clear? If this edge is connect with the particular vertex, then we can say this relation is called incidence relation. Vertex का edge के साथ relation आपको check करना, ठीक है? और adjacency हम check करते हैं vertex with vertex and edge with edge. Clear? So C and E are incidence relation. Same you can say that D and E is also incidence relation. Okay. So C and D are adjacent vertices because they connect by common vertex, common edges, and C and D are known as also the neighbors. Clear? So these are the fundamental of any of the data. Clear? एक अगर कोई दो वर्टेक्स कोई एज के साथ कनेक्टेड है तो हाउ वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट इट, ठीक है, उसको आप कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करोगे, कौन सा इंसिडेंस रिलेशन होगा, कौन सा एडजेसेंट रिलेशन होगा, ठीक है, एंड सो ऑन. So it is simple. Now next is important definition, and based on these definitions, we'll define the first theorem of the graph theory. Okay. What is the definition? To check the degree of vertex. Okay. Degree of the vertex. It's very easy to derive the answer. Okay. What is the definition? Okay. It is the number of edges incidence with the vertex V. नंबर ऑफ एज मीन्स आपको कोई वर्टेक्स के साथ कितनी एज कनेक्टेड है, ठीक है, कोई एक पर्टिकुलर वर्टेक्स ले लो ग्राफ का, उसमें कितनी एज कनेक्टेड है वो आपको सिर्फ काउंट करना है, एंड दैट नंबर इज कॉल्ड द डिग्री ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर वर्टेक्स. ठीक है, डिग्री ऑफ ग्राफ नहीं, ठीक है, वी जस्ट चेक डिग्री ऑफ द एनी पर्टिकुलर वर्टेक्स. क्लियर, वी कैन नॉट डिफाइन डिग्री ऑफ ग्राफ. क्लियर, दैट नॉट वी डिफाइन, बट हियर वी कैन इजीली चेक द डिग्री ऑफ द वर्टेक्स. ठीक है, कोई भी वर्टेक्स में जितने ग्राफ में जितने भी वर्टेक्स होंगे वी कैन चेक द डिग्री इंडिविजुअल. ठीक है, डिग्री ऑफ द वर्टेक्स. So it is the number of edges incidence with the vertex V. Okay. So here one of its example is that, and notation for the degree, it is called degree of V. Either you can say the D of V also. Okay? That is also a notation to check to say the degree. Okay. Either you can write degree of V. Clear. So let us check the degree of this given graph. Clear. Let's start with the vertex A. Clear. So A की डिग्री क्या है? How many edges are connected with the A? How many edges are connected with the A? कितनी एज A के साथ connected है? दो. ठीक है, that's true. So what is the degree of A? That is a 2. Clear? Number of edges connect with the A. Clear? Number of edges incidence with the vertex A. ठीक है, incidence means A कितनी एज के साथ connected है, ठीक है, vertex कितनी एज के साथ connected है, that is called the degree. Clear? So degree of A is a 2. Then after degree of B, that is also 2 because दो edges B के साथ connected है, ठीक है, that is this one. Here notation is not there, but we can easily understand that there are two edges are connected. Okay. Then after C, degree as C is also 2. Clear? C has a degree 2, that clear, that is true. And then after a vertex E, ठीक है, so if I consider separate loop, ठीक है, let us consider first separate loop it here, only one loop with the vertex E. ठीक है, अभी एक ही लूप है E के साथ, ठीक है, ये वर्टेक्स मैंने यहाँ पे सेपरेट ग्राफ बनाया है. तो व्हाट इज द डिग्री ऑफ E इन दिस केस? डिग्री ऑफ E इज इक्वल टू द 2. व्हाई इट इज अ 2? दैट बिकॉज उसका स्टार्टिंग और एंडिंग एक ही है. ठीक है, स्टार्टिंग और एंडिंग एक ही है, मीन्स दिस एरो विल काउंट 2 टाइम्स. एक बार आउट हो रहा है, ठीक है, दूसरी बार इन हो रहा है, ठीक है, दैट इज द मीनिंग. सो देर इज अ 2 टाइम्स एरो विल बी देयर. ओके, सो डिग्री ऑफ एनी लूप, कोई लूप है अगर कोई वर्टेक्स पे, तो उसकी डिग्री आपको काउंट करनी है 2 बार. ठीक है, सो एक लूप की डिग्री होगी 2, एंड रिमेनिंग हाउ मेनी एजेस आर कनेक्टेड. सो 2 एज कनेक्टेड है ऑलरेडी, ठीक है, ई के साथ 2 एज ऑलरेडी कनेक्टेड है, एंड विथ वन लूप, सो इट इज अ 2 + 2. ओके, 2 इज द नंबर ऑफ एजेस एंड प्लस वन लूप. ठीक है, so it will be the 4. So degree of E is equal to the 4. Okay, if I add one more loop, suppose कि मैं यहाँ पे एक एक्स्ट्रा लूप बनाता हूँ, ठीक है, in this graph. Okay, same graph. So what will be the degree? That is a 6. Okay, what will be the degree? It is a 6. It is a 2 + 2 + 2. Okay, 2 loop की डिग्री होगी 2. Again loop is there, so it is also 2, and plus 2 edges, so it is the 6th step. Okay, and now the last vertex, degree of the F. So F is नो एनी देर इज नो एनी कनेक्टिविटी विद द एफ, ठीक है, एफ के साथ कोई भी कनेक्शन नहीं है दूसरे वर्टेक्स का, इट इज अ सिंगल वर्टेक्स, ओके, विथ नो एनी कनेक्शन, ठीक है, नो एनी कनेक्शन, तो डिग्री ऑफ एफ विल बी 0, ठीक है। एंड इफ यू मॉडिफाइड दिस ग्राफ, सपोज मैं यहाँ पे एक एज बना देता हूँ, ठीक है, विद दिस एज, ठीक है, लेट अस ऐड मोर एजेस टू द एफ, ठीक है, सो नाउ डिग्री ऑफ एफ विल बी द 4, ठीक है, 0 की जगह आएगा 4 इन दैट केस, ठीक है, बट इफ इट इज नो एनी एजेस आर दैट, देन डिग्री ऑफ एफ विल बी 0, अगर कोई सिंगल एज है तो डिग्री ऑफ एफ विल बी 1, ठीक है, एंड दैट, so it's very easy to check the degree of any vertex, clear. It's very easy that depend based on the graph we can easily check the degree of every vertex, clear. It's not a difficult task, clear. Here we not apply any derivative formula, either an integration formula, that and then we can find the answer, okay. It's very easy case, okay, easy to check the answer of degree, clear. It's very easy, okay, just we count the number, okay, number of ages, and based on this graph, okay, we can easily write the answer. एंड देन आफ्टर पेंडेंट वर्टेक्स एंड आइसोलेटेड वर्टेक्स, ठीक है, तो कोई ग्राफ है आपके पास, उसमें पेंडेंट वर्टेक्स कौन सा होगा, कि अगर कोई वर्टेक्स की डिग्री 1 है, ठीक है, तो दिस पर्टिकुलर वर्टेक्स इज कॉल्ड द पेंडेंट वर्टेक्स। कोई वर्टेक्स की डिग्री अगर 1 है, ठीक है, एक ही डिग्री है, एक ही एज कनेक्टेड है उसके साथ, तो दिस वर्टेक्स इज कॉल्ड द पेंडेंट वर्टेक्स, ठीक है। एंड इफ इट इज डिग्री 0, अगर कोई वर्टेक्स की डिग्री 0 है उस ग्राफ में, ठीक है, कोई भी ग्राफ होगा, if it is 0 degree, okay, then this vertex is called isolated vertex in this situation, okay, in this graph, clear. So here vertex with degree 1 is called the pendant vertex, okay. Here one of the situation is there with the 6 vertices, and here degree of f, okay, f की degree, that is one vertex is given, that degree of f, that is a 1, ठीक है, only one edges are connected with the f, that so this f is called the pendant vertex, इसको आप क्या बोल सकते हो, that is called pendant vertex, clear. And second is isolated vertex, if the vertex with degree 0, ठीक है, अगर उसकी डिग्री 0 है, then this vertex is called the isolated vertex, clear. So here degree of e, which vertex is isolated, degree of e is equal to 0 here, okay, so this e is known as a isolated vertex, clear. Degree of e is the isolated vertex, clear? And same we can count the degree of all remaining vertices here. Degree of a is equal to 4, degree of b is equal to 3, d is 3, and c is 3, clear. That is the graph, okay. So based on the degree concept, we can define the pendant vertex and isolated vertex, okay. And now this important definition, regular graph, okay. Now it is टाइप्स ऑफ द ग्राफ, ओके, और उसमें एक है रेगुलर ग्राफ, ठीक है। सो व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ रेगुलर ग्राफ, अगर कोई सिचुएशन ऐसी है, ठीक है, कि जिसमें सभी वर्टेक्स की डिग्री इक्वल है, ठीक है, इक्वल, सभी वर्टेक्स डिग्री अगर इक्वल है, सेम है, तो दिस ग्राफ इज कॉल्ड द रेगुलर सेट, ठीक है। इफ आई मैच दिस concept with the this graph, okay, so here this is not a regular graph. Why it is not regular graph, क्योंकि सभी वर्टेक्स डिग्री अलग अलग है, ठीक है, डिग्री ऑफ ए के 4 है, डिग्री ऑफ बी सी एंड डी आर 3, डिग्री ऑफ एफ इज a 1 और ए इज a 0, all are different degree, all the vertex is a different degree, so it is not a regular graph, ठीक है। but which graph is regular graph, here one of the example is that, ठीक है, degree of a, that is a 2, clear, degree of b is a 2, c is a 2, f is a 2, okay, it's all have degree 2, ठीक है, सभी वर्टेक्स की डिग्री इक्वल है, सेम है, so this graph is called the regular graph, okay. And here we can add some more example, ठीक है, this another example here, one triangle, ठीक है, here degree of all the vertices are equal, so it is also called regular graph. If I consider a square with 3 edges, okay, 5 edges, that is 5 and 6 edges are there, okay, so here degree of all the vertices are 3, okay, that is also called regular graph, clear. Degree of all the vertices are 3, that so it is called regular graph. And if I consider this one, if I modified this graph, consider this one, okay, so it is not a regular graph, ठीक है, यहाँ पे देखो इसकी डिग्री 2 है, that is also 2 here, that is 3 and that is 1, okay, so it is not a regular graph, ठीक है। if all the vertex have degree equal, सभी वर्टेक्स डिग्री अगर इक्वल है, then it is called the regular graph. Is it clear to all? Is there any query, any confusion? Okay, so we'll keep up to this, okay, and we'll discuss some more part, okay, in the next lecture. Let us take the attendance first, and then we'll conclude today's session.